Perico, coming back from a non-stop block of tunes. That last track brought me back, vatos. I was remembering this time me and my boy Javi went to this party on that East 38th Street hood in LA. We didn't roll with those carnales, but I was sweating this mora whose brother was in with them real deep. Javi and me was like 15 or something, 14. And like the young bloods we were, we wanted to come through the door looking hard, cabrones pues. But Javi, man, that fucker was always stoned. So when we were on the way there, he saw this red taco truck on the corner. His case of the munchies made him stop for a fucking enchilada. Yo, after he ate, we rolled through the door of that party in our crispy white tees and our fucking 501s, and I thought we looked dope. Those plebs were about 2 seconds away from giving us that upward head nod that means respect, right? But then, fucking Javi runs through the party, shoving motherfuckers aside, knocking bitches over, and he jumps into the bathroom and lets loose with diarrhea so goddamn explosive, I swear to God you could hear it over the music. We sure as fuck didn't look so duro then, and I sure as fuck wasn't gonna get with that vieja I was sweating. So I turned my ass around and left that party.
I have a shot. Engage.
All those buckles knew that red taco truck, and you it was bad news.
They've seen us.
This is DJ Perico, getting nostalgic on Santa Blanca Radio.
Estás en Radio SP.
This past year, Esperanza Santa Blanca has donated millions of dollars and hundreds of hours to aid the people in Bolivia, most notably in the province of La Cruz. Como saben ustedes, the people there suffer through the tragedy of a devastating forest fire. Then they had to suffer through the indignity of
Coming up on a Toyo farm. Remember, a lot of these sicarios are ex-military.
ID your targets. If Amaru gets killed by a stray round, Operation Kingslayer will be dead in the water before it even starts. Let's go.
bottom line to put the funds and the effort into helping the poor and in need? Of course not. The Lord said, "Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me." Santa Blanca believes this, and as an agent of good, Santa Blanca knows that we can create the world that we all wish to live in. Giving works, and Santa Blanca gives to Bolivia.
Son las 9 en punto. Hace sol ahorita y va a ser mucho calor hoy por la tarde. Van a ser parecidos por 2 o 3 días hasta...
Agárrense, compas, porque los más chingones llegamos chingando.
Amén,
Y la
let's
verga
roll.
nos han de pelar.
Esto es Santa Blanca Radio.
Bowman, this is Nomad. We're on the ground in Okoro. What have you got for us?
Okoro is the heart of cocaine production in Bolivia. The network there was built by El Yayo and predates Santa Blanca by more than a decade. When El Yayo joined the cartel and became the boss of production, he handed Okoro off to his grandson, who goes by the name El Emisario.
The emissary.
He spends most of his time outside the province, rubbing shoulders with politicians in Sucre and greasing the wheels for the cartel. Not really his job, but the guy's something of a charmer, and he figures this is the best way to make his grandfather proud. El Yayo lets it slide so long as Okoro continues to produce. Fact is, the network is so well established that it pretty much runs itself. El Emisario's assistant handles the rest. Get in there, gather intel on Okoro's production sites, and start fucking things up. That'll put pressure on El Emisario to come back to Okoro and get things back on track before Granddad finds out. When that happens, we grab him and use him to get to El Yayo.
Getting an upload from Bowman. Looks like she's got some intel on El Emisario.
Esto es Radio Santa Blanca.
This is Nidia Flores. If you're a buchona like I am, your entire life people have called you bossy, Madonna. For me, my mother was the first person to call me Madonna. Then it was the other niños at school. As I got older, it was boyfriends, co-workers, and let's be honest, my mother has never stopped calling me Madonna. People say it's because they expect a woman to be pleasant and sweet. O sea, there are even some women out there, successful women, who want to ban the actual word bossy. But people who are satisfied being pleasant, who don't act bossy, even if they don't like the word, they don't get what they fucking want. They don't make millions of dollars a month shipping products all over the world. They don't have a hacienda or hundreds of sicarios ready to die for them. So chicas, be mandonas, be bossy. If you're una cohibida and you're not una cabrona, you won't ever be the fucking boss. You have paid your dues, suffered the same hardships, accomplished the same successes as your male co-workers, but because you are a woman, you will always be seen as la trapadora who fucked her way up the ranks of the cartel. This is Nidia Flores, and orgullosas buchonas, plebes, you know who you are. Many of the women working in Santa Blanca have asked me how I did it. How did I rise through the ranks to become the most feared and respected woman in the cartel? And I always answer, I act like I ain't afraid of nothing. Like I have the biggest huevos in the room. And like nothing and nobody is gonna stop me from getting what I chingada madre want. And I tell those huerquillas, and I'm telling you, do the same damn thing. It's the only way a woman can win in our world. And if you live a life like ours, if you don't win, you're fucking dead. So even if being a bad morra doesn't...
I'm opening fire on these shitheads.
The lieutenant's trying to escape.
¡Mierda! ¡Ya la madre! ¡Hay un putero de soldados gringos acá! ¡Mátenlo!
Shit, we spotted us.
Más allá, para que se enteren quiénes son los más acá. ¡Ajúa, putos!
Esto es Santa Blanca Radio. En Santa Blanca Radio con DJ Perico.
Bowman, we're crossing into Malca Province. Any intel on the area?
Oh shit. You should be near El Cheeto.
Is that bad, or...?
The biggest name in Narco Corrido. Music that sings the praises of drug traffickers.
I can't say I know his stuff.
Well, you should. He's the public face of the enemy. A propaganda and recruiting machine with a voice like velvet. Fans are so nuts for him. This past August, when he refused to go on stage in Anaheim because of some pay dispute, the audience rioted, wrecked the venue.
So he's got influence.
Find out everything you can about El Cheeto's visit so he can ruin it. He'll probably be keeping a low profile, but you can bet his agent will be making the rounds, looking for any way to make this trip profitable.
Got it. We'll focus on finding that agent. Buckle up, people.
¡Esto es ese vato!
Radio Santa Blanca, con DJ y Perico.
¡Dale, vato loco!
Radio Santa Blanca con DJ y Perico.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Perico in la casa once again, bursting your eardrums with all the music you love. The big news today? Because you want them, because you need them, because you want to curl up and get all cozy in front of the TV with them. El Chido is coming to Bolivia. He understands the hard work that you do, so when his good friend El Sueño asked him to get down here, El Chido said, "Put me on a plane, amigo." And this music legend is busier than a one-armed monkey with two cocks. He just dropped his new single, Cara Cortada Nueva. He's going through his third divorce, and he's ramping up to tour throughout Mexico and the United States. I love this guy, and he loves you. When you hear the El Chido classic, Hijo de Culiacán, be the 10th caller and get free tickets to his concert in Uma Marca. Pachangón Boliviano!
That's Unidad HQ?
They're expecting visitors, or are they just paranoid?
If they're flexing their muscle, it's working.
Should have brought a bigger rifle.
Bowman, we're in Flor de Oro.
The trees there may be pretty, but that province is the heart of Unidad corruption. We want to break up the love affair between Unidad and the cartel. That means taking down General Barrow.
The commander of Unidad. How hard is he to get to?
We've got no leads on the general's location, but we've got word of a data center at Unidad's Mob Jaguar. Our source tells us it's chock full of informed personnel. It may even tell tales about some of Unidad's less than savory operations.
Sounds like a good place to find leads on General Barrow.
I'm sending you the location of Mob Jaguar now. They probably got the data center underground to keep it cool. And our source couldn't get us any password access, so you'll have to hack in.
Bowman, we're boots down in Libertad province. What can you tell us?
Libertad is where Santa Blanca gets the precursors it uses to refine coca paste into cocaine. It's a tricky process that requires special knowledge and a lot of very nasty chemicals. Intel on the ground is pretty thin. The local Buchon keeps a very low profile. We think he might be one of the cartel's top chemists, so I'd really love to find out what he knows. Get out there, rattle some cages, and see what you can find out.
Copy that. We're on it.
International hip-hop sensation, Shada. Visit La Plaga's official page for details on how to purchase tickets. Pachangón Boliviano. In Uma Marca. One night only, El Chido will be performing live at the Pachangón Boliviano. In this exclusive concert, El Chido will be performing all the hits just for Santa Blanca employees and their guests. Keep an eye on La Plaga's page for details on how you can get tickets. We'll see you at Pachangón Boliviano.
¿Qué onda, plebes?
taking the bike.
Stay low.
Familiarize yourselves with Bowman's briefing on Santa Blanca's coke production pipeline.
People at the top are El Yayo and La Gringa. Yayo's Bolivian, an ex-cocolero turned cocaine producer.
Gringa seems to be a disgraced chemist. She used to work for an NGO here in Bolivia before joining up with the cartel.
Look at that.
Pretty good-sized city, considering the location.
Reminds me a little bit of Houston. Everything's built around the oil refinery.
spotted a dormant rebel radio transmitter. Let's hit the switch and get it rocking.
That's sure to bring some cartel muscle out to try to censor it.
Acabamos de enviar tropas adicionales justo ahora. Ataque y destruyan al enemigo.
A todas las unidades, comiencen el ataque. No hay señales de enemigos por aquí. Continúe la búsqueda. El enemigo ha retrocedido. Todas las unidades regresen a su patrullaje normal.
Let's go. Bowman, we've shifted ops to Caimanes. What have you got for us?
For the past couple of years, the cartel has been experimenting with high-tech submarines as a way to smuggle powder into the U.S. Best we can tell, these subs follow one of the tributaries up to the Amazon, then into the Atlantic for a transit to the Florida coast.
Jesus, that's a couple thousand miles.
Exactly. The man running the program is called El Cerebro. We've got almost nothing on this guy. Rumor has it he's some kind of genius, a real mad scientist type. We know he's been ordering all kinds of military-grade electronics to upgrade his subs capabilities. We need a better picture of what's going on in Caymanes. Get me all the intel you can on their submarine ops, as well as El Cerebro and his research. If you get actionable intel on the cartel submarine fleet, take them out. Let's put some hurt on El Cerebro and see how he reacts. Maybe he'll make a mistake and we can grab him.
Sounds good. We're on it.
Let your evil reign in its prison, because you never know when you will need your heart to be ruthless.
We found the cartel's primary base in Caymanes. A lot of activity around that warehouse in the middle.
Could be big enough for El Cerebro to use as a research lab.
Maybe. Let's take a closer look. Let's keep our heads down and see if we can get to the central warehouse undetected. I want to find out what else Cerebro's working on. Let's move.
Agárrense, compas, porque los más chingones llegamos chingando. Y la verga nos han de pelar.
Esto es Santa Blanca Radio.
Encuentre todo y encuéntrelo al mejor precio solo en Mercad, la cadena de supermercados líder en Bolivia. Si no lo encuentra en Mercad, no lo encuentra en Bolivia.
The Santa Blanca cartel is making large strides in purging the country of your rebel menace. We can't do it alone. Este insulso de Pacatari and his rebels, autodefensas, talk of raising them out of poverty, of putting control of the country's destiny in the hands of the farmer. But Pacatari lies. Men like him make their promises, give you hope, but all they want is power, control. We have seen it before, all across the continent. But Santa Blanca has put your destiny as an individual back in your own hands. This is the reality of today, not some fantasy tomorrow you have to hope for. Es ahora, banda. No political party, no union is around to tell you how to run your life. We have given Bolivia the investment and the jobs that have helped you improve your lives. But Pacatari and his rebels threaten the safety of this way of life. Pinches lobos disfrazados de ovejas. We will do our part, but you must do yours. Do not support Pacatari and his rebels. Report any rebel activity directly to your local Santa Blanca organization. Juntos, we can defeat the rebel menace.
We entering a new province?
Yeah, Villa Verde. Map shows one major road which leads to the city of Villa Verde. Other than that, looks like a lot of jungle.
Let's give Bowman a call. Bowman, we're crossing into the province via Verde.
Other than a lot of legal coca farms, there's a mine there owned by the cartel. The mine is the cartel's source for pyrolusite. It's used to make chemicals that purify the cocaine, make it nice and white or something.
I think we can screw up that step in production for you.
I don't have intel on who's running things in Villa Verde. Be careful. Gather intel on the Buchan before making any big moves. Bowman out.
Got eyes on a lab over here.
We should get Bowman on the horn before we turn that place into dust.
Right. I'll give her a heads up so she can get to finding the next one. Bowman, we found one of Elway's labs.
Good work. Now that we know what they might look like, let me see if I can find any others in the area. And there it is. Transmitting the new location to you now.
Bring me the head of one of these outsiders, and I will give you $1 million.
Say the word.
This offer is open to all. To the cartel sicarios, to the men and women of Unidad, to the local villagers and farmers of Bolivia. $1 million per head. For your aid in bringing order to this country, wealth can be yours.
será?
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
Tenga piedad. ¿Pero qué hace?
Hang on, I'll drive.
Hermanos bolivianos, as you sit comfortably in your homes, as you go about your day of work, taking care of your families, you might be wondering, why do we not fight against the rebel bandits matters too? You think, we're not affected by life, they're only attacking these foreigners working in our country. But that couldn't be further from the truth. This fight with the rebels is nothing less than a battle for the very freedom of Bolivia. The government's supported foreign investment has done much to improve the lives of the average Bolivian. And more than that, it has given the enterprising Bolivian the opportunity to make a real go of it, to create a business that can provide for his or her family. We Bolivians are a peaceful people. We believe in living in harmony with our land and with each other. But we want the harmony of a free society, not the order of slavery. I am El General Mar, leader of Unidad, and I promise you that we will never stop fighting to keep Bolivia free.
I remember when I was a young boy, Era Solo Burrito, the Alto Defensas captured a sicario in my neighborhood. The man was called Melon, and he was well known to the town. I had accompanied my abuelita to the church.
These drug subs are really heading east.
Unless they can climb mountains. I'm guessing a lot of this polvo is heading to Brazil anyway. Santa Blanca has people in Sao Paulo and Rio. These subs just head down the Amazon and turn right once they get to... I'm seeing some kind of camp on the riverside. Lots of sicarios, lots of go-fast boats.
This is a good spot logistically. They can transport supplies or cocaine faster from here.
How much horsepower do you think those cigarette boats got? 1,000? Think they need that much when they already own the river?
You want one of these boats, don't you?
Fuck yeah. Ready. Call the
Engage
shot.
targets.
Rayo transforme tu piel. Tatús el rayo. Calidad, higiene y arte sobre la piel. Somos los verdaderos másters del tatuaje mexicano y ya aterrizamos en Bolivia. Siente el rayo en tu piel.
Open fire.
Enemigos a la vista, coordinando el ataque.
Avisamos que los refuerzos ya vienen en camino. Únanse a ellas y destruyan al enemigo.
Mantengan la búsqueda. Dimos contacto con el enemigo. Salgan del servicio.
guns down. People are edgy enough already.
Buckle up, people.
All right, I'm in.
We're entering a province called Espiritu Santo.
Espiritu Santo is the base for Sueño's religious propaganda. Key to that is a woman named La Santera, a self-proclaimed Santa Muerta priestess with thousands of loyal followers. That witch has an uncanny ability to turn men with guns into fanatics. That's the shit that keeps me up at night. Narcos have been into Santa Muerte for decades, but most worshippers aren't cartel.
That's a small mercy. You got an angle on changing the mind of a fanatic?
You're gonna need to dig for intel. Find out how to take down La Santera in a way that will demoralize the Sicarios and turn the regular folk away from the cartel. When she loses her congregation, bring that witch to me. Bowman out.
This is one of those legal coca farms.
So, like, can we get some legal coca here? For the altitude?
For the altitude, yeah.
You are not having any coca. You know first thing headquarters is gonna do when we get back home is make us piss in a cup.
But the altitude, it's getting hard to breathe.
Shut up.
Opening fire.
got a rebel radio transmitter that's been cold for too long. Let's heat it up.
You know, there's a reason why the rebels don't keep these things running. Like all the bullets the cartel throws at them.
Guess we'll have to throw some back.
Yo, my name is Ignacio.
Come on, hermano, don't use your real name.
Right. My name is Juan?
All right, Juan. Who's the snitch?
Yeah, I want to report this dude, Rafael Herrera. He works over at the trap shop. This chivato has been selling info to the resistance for 3 weeks now.
Gracias, vato. Now I'm sure someone's gonna deal with this bitch ass. However, as always, SBC Radio is not responsible for any harm that may occur as a result of this broadcast. The views expressed wherein are legal, blah, 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 legal, pueden chupármela.
Podíamos. Venimos porque podíamos. Santa Blanca Radio. Todo el poder de México transmitiendo con 100.000 watts de potencia. Santa Blanca Radio. La voz de los patrones.
This is Nidia Flores. If you're a Jonah like I am, your entire life people have called you bossy, Madonna. For me, my mother was the first person to call me Madonna. Then it was the other niños at school. As I got older, it was boyfriends, co-workers, and let's be honest, my mother has never stopped calling me Madonna. People say it's because they expect a woman to be pleasant and sweet. O sea, there are even some women out there, successful women, who want to ban the actual word bossy. But people who are satisfied being pleasant, who don't act bossy, even if they don't like the word, they don't get what they fucking want. They don't make millions of dollars a month shipping products all over the world. They don't have a hacienda or hundreds of sicarios ready to die for them. So chicas, be mandonas, be bossy. If you're una cubibina and you're not una cabrona, you won't ever be the fucking boss.
Son las 9 en punto. Hace sol ahorita y va a ser mucho calor hoy por la tarde. Va a ser parecido por 2 o 3 días hasta el jueves, cuando la lluvia viene por la noche y hace mucho viento. Ten cuidado si viaja a las montañas y hasta los fines de semana va a ser mucho viento. Hasta mañana.
Bowman, we just arrived in Agua Verde.
Welcome.
Heads up, Santa Blanca's out in force. Hang on, I'll drive. I'm back, Bowman.
What happened? Wait, you know what? Never mind. Welcome to Narco Paradise. Agua Verde used to be a national park, but Santa Blanca turned it into a place to wine and dine VIPs. Run by this narco junior called Carzita. He brings politicians, judges, and CEOs there for relaxation and cartel-sponsored debauchery.
What's the play?
We need to know who Sueño's making deals with. Carzita must have a guest list somewhere. You get him, you get the name.
Understood. We're on it.
We got some intel from Bowman on our boy Carzita.
Bowman, we're in Tabacal province. What can you tell us?
Tabacal was once a major coffee producer, but over the last few years, Santa Blanca has forced the coffee growers to become cocoleros instead, growing leaf exclusively for the cartel.
Who's our target?
A cartel boss named Madra Coca. The cocoleros are terrified of her. Take a look at the video I just sent and you'll understand why. She runs Tabacal like her own mini cartel. Production of coca leaf, distribution by truck and train, and enough security to keep the cocoleros in line and the convoy secure. All of it run with ruthless efficiency. I'm in contact with a small group of rebels. They're willing to help us fight the cartel if we can prove our good intentions.
You got any suggestions?
2 things you can do to earn their trust. First, an old cocolero named Chavez has been trying to get the farmers to stand up to the cartel. Word is he's giving a speech to the cocoleros at the agricultural cooperative. Make contact with him there and keep him safe.
What else?
Supposedly, the cartel collects their coca in this province from a single farm. Ambush the cartel when they come for the coca. That should send a message to the cocaleros and disrupt Madro Coca's production.
Santa Blanca cartel is making large strides in purging the country of your rebel menace. We can't do it alone. Este insulso de Pacatari and his rebels, autodefensas, talk of raising you out of poverty, of putting control of the country's destiny in the hands of the farmer. But Pacatari lies. Men like him make their promises, give you hope, but all they want is power, control. We have seen it before, all across the continent. But Santa Blanca has put your destiny as an individual back in your own hands. This is the reality of today. Not some fantasy tomorrow you have to hope for. Es ahora, banda. No political party, no union is around to tell you how to run your life. We have given Bolivia the investment and the jobs that have helped you improve your lives. But Pacatari and his rebels threaten the safety of this way of life. Pinches lobos disfrazados de ovejas. But you must do yours. Do not support Pacatari and his rebels. Report any rebel activity directly to your local Santa Blanca organization. Juntos, we can defeat the rebel menace.
This past year, Esperanza Santa Blanca has donated millions of dollars and hundreds of hours to aid the people in Bolivia. Most notably in the province of La Cruz. Como saben ustedes, the people there suffer through the tragedy of a devastating forest fire. Then they had to suffer through the indignity of being ignored by the government. When no one else came to their aid, Santa Blanca was there. And why do we give charitably? Is it serve the cartel's bottom line to look for funds and the effort into helping the poor and in need? Of course not. The Lord said, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Santa Blanca believes things, and as an agent of good, Santa Blanca knows that we can create a world that we all wish to live in. Giving words, and Santa Blanca gives to Bolivia.
Que pedo, banda? DJ Perico en la casa, and I am pleased to have with me the lady in the kitchen, Doctora Feelgood herself, La Gringa. Welcome to the show. Now, you're the brain behind the cocaine processes that have more than double production, correct?
That's correct.
And unlike the rest of us, you're not from El Barrio. Is it true that you were a road scar?
Actually, yes, it's true. I went to Oxford on it.
Engaging tangos.
I really do try to
Their
get
LT's
the product
trying to
very
run.
high quality.
Well, I can tell you, mi niñita, it's really high. We'll make it work. Muchas gracias, mamacita. Thank you.
Fucking hell. Lieutenant's trying to escape.
Looks like a top Sicario. Time to have a chat with him about his career choices.
Engaging hostiles.
Ready to engage.
Fire, fire, fire!
Cops are serious this time, so Cook tried to run and they gunned them down. Right in the back. Just a reminder to those enthusiastic Santa Blanca motherfuckers out there. You got a tattoo on your face? It's a dead giveaway that you're cartel, okay? You won't pass as a college student if you have Santa Muerte in ink where your eyebrows used to be. Don't touch that down. More music on the way.
Let's go activate that rebel radio transmitter and help them get out the good word.
There'll be a lot of SB once we do.
Watch it, that thing's about to blow.